It's another day of the week, and guess who is on your airwaves? Is the Fuse Unbothered crew.
As always.
How you guys doing? Welcome to the show. This is Fuse Unbothered, brought to you by Offering and Personal.
That's
and
right.
the littiest gang on your airwaves is in the building. Hey, King's here.
Gabby in the building.
As always.
How you guys doing?
I feel good.
I'm great. The weather is giving.
I like it. It slaps. It slaps, right? All right, guys, there's a lot to talk about. First off, we're going to start with MC Lively telling us what?
MC Lively is telling us about how he was blackmailed by a girl that he was dating.
To pay an amount of money.
Yeah.
For, you know what? We'll get to the story, all right, guys? You have to find out after this break. Stay with us.
I used to care for the world's opinion. I used to fear their rejection. I used to beg for validation. And I used to wait to be seen. But the fire that burned in me was hotter. And the passion that lived in me had a voice of its own. So I stopped waiting and started to act. I stopped fearing and started to live. And when they thought I'd fail, I stepped into my power.
Because my time is now.
Amstel Malta, be your best.
Fuse Unbothered.
So, Gabby, this gist is very odd.
Okay.
That's why I don't want to mix it to other things, because this gist is like the highlight of everything.
All right.
What was this full gist?
Okay, so basically, MC Lively was on a recent interview where he was talking about how he used to date this girl, and that apparently this girl was 21 years old at the time that they were dating. She was quite young.
And Baba did not say his own age when he was dating.
Well, given the fact that I know his actual age now, we can do some little bit of throwback. I think he should be about 30.
He's in his 30s.
Yeah, not sure exactly.
Throwback. Let's get to the story.
All right, so I mean, this lady comes out and then, reaches out to MC Lively, telling him that, I need about 800K, to pay my rent, and he goes, I don't have that type of money, that kind of thing, and then they meet up, and then things happen between them. Things.
It's about to go down.
Yeah, so according to MC Lively, they went down. That's what he said.
Yeah.
And then afterwards,
like they went all the way down, guys.
That's what he said.
Like all the way down.
Abby, it's okay.
Yeah.
So after that happened, the lady starts, coming back and saying, I'm pregnant for your baby. And so because of that, I need money for this, money for that. It was until a very short while or a long while later that MC Lively finally realized that, this girl is just trying to blackmail me, because she started saying, I'm going to put out the pictures and the videos that we have together. And just because she wanted to get the money from him.
Was a friend of mine who we had known for a few years. When I was in the world, we always wanted more than just a sexual relationship. Right. But I didn't want that. However, I saw something in her. I like music a lot. So I'm drawn by people who can sing. She hollered at me, said she wanted help paying her rent. So I think the money was 800,000 or something like that. I don't get. So I ignored. Then some time went by, and then she said, she's on the island though, she'd like us to hang out. So we did, and it went down. Anyways, 3 weeks later, exactly, then she said that she was pregnant. It is what it is. So what do you want to do? She said she wants to take it out, her parents are going to kill her, this one, blah, 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 blah. I didn't know that when someone tells you they're pregnant for you, the first thing to do is ask, please, where is the test kit? Which test have you made? Can we go and confirm? I just believed, of course, this is my friend. This is someone I've known for years. So one time I figured out that she was lying, because she had been blackmailing me and asking me for money. Then one time she asked that she needed to go do something, that it was a Saturday. I said, I'm sorry, but I don't have money. She was very insistent. So I sent the money eventually. Around 12, and I saw a message, long one. She couldn't go to the consultant because they're all closed on Saturdays. She's going to have to go on Monday. And it didn't make sense to me. So I didn't reply. Monday, and I saw a long text. I have all the messages. all the voice notes, even your videos. I'm going to post this on so. If you don't answer, you want to run, Abby? No. He said a ton of stuff. And I replied, wow. So this was your plan all along?
Yeah.
I'm disappointed. I'm not scared though. If you want to post it anywhere, go and post it. I didn't think it was blackmail.
So this just makes me wonder, someone who's that young, why are you really, like the lengths the ladies go to get money these days, like it can be anything, it can, and I think I should just, tell the guys to be very careful out there, when it comes to things like this, because going the lengths to blackmail a guy, come on.
So I'm actually indifferent about the story. I read the story, and the first thing I thought about was the fact that he said he didn't want to be sexually involved with the girl initially. Like he was always trying to avoid things that would lead to that.
Yeah.
And the girl would constantly ask him for money. Oh, give me this, and he'd be like, oh, I don't have this, that. And the girl says, okay, let's hook up. You actually went to the venue to hook up with her. You guys went down. So are you saying that okay, you can't give this girl money, but you can actually sleep with her, right?
No, don't.
Let's hold on now.
Don't even do that.
We need to analyze it, because this is when people say, oh, I don't want to give her money.
No,
but you want to
go on.
I mean,
I'm listening.
according to what he said, they were both dating.
Yeah.
They were both dating.
Yeah.
So how would you say your girlfriend asks you for money today? I don't have. The next day I don't have. Next day I don't have.
It's not
because
even
of,
like
I
that.
feel like because of his pocket or because of
not
his hand,
even like
she
that.
now said, okay, you know what? I'm going to show you shege.
Wow.
Okay, so first off,
I
he did
beg.
not say he was not giving her money. He only said that the amount she asked for.
No,
for
if
the
you read the
house
story,
rent-
all the instances she
Hold
asked
on
him
now,
for money.
hold on.
He always said she didn't have.
Hold on now. But she now decided to put a blackmail of a pregnancy blackmail on him, saying she wants to take it out.
Yeah, something
And
like
he should
that.
send her some money just to still get that same money that he was not able to send her. And did she get the money? No.
See, this story is aveg.
It's not on.
Because someone told you she's pregnant. You didn't ask for proof, right?
hold
First
on.
of all, you didn't ask for proof.
First off,
I need to-
You're becoming emotional.
No,
with
the
this
proof
story.
can be
You're becoming
fake.
very emotional.
I'm
with this
telling you,
story.
she wants
Let me tell you what I
$800,000 to take off a baby. I don't understand.
No. She didn't say she wants 800.
Okay, she wanted it for the rent.
She wanted it for the rent at the
And he said
initial
he didn't
point.
have.
He didn't have it.
What? Is
Then-
there anything wrong? He said, okay, babe, I don't have, but this is what I have. Take this.
You know, it's easy for you to say.
It's not. See,
It's very, very easy for you to say.
I'm not taking anybody's side.
Marichi, you're removing like the main thing in this.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
she's being
Like
sentimental.
21-year-old girl asking for 800K.
Yeah.
Imagine MC Lively didn't find out that it was a fake pregnancy, and she eventually pays for the rent, and eventually now finds out how is she going to even afford to keep up with the rent.
First off, he's way mature than her to be able to find out if it is true or not. That would not be his first time that probably he might have had a pregnancy scare.
No, that most likely was his first time. According to him, he said, I did not know that when a lady tells you I'm pregnant for you, that you have to ask.
For a test kit.
You should request for a test kit.
Some sort of proof.
Some
You can't just tell
proof,
me
exactly.
Maybe I come and tell you I'm pregnant. No, say we're dating, right? I come and tell you, oh, maybe I'm pregnant for you. Are you going to say, what do you want to do with it? That's the first question you ask.
I think I've had too much pregnancy scare to want to.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So that's me actually.
Okay.
So here's my take on this whole issue. Yeah, I think there was a time that I was following up. I don't know if it's the same story, but there was a time that MC Lively was actually almost as good as blackmailed online.
Yeah.
Someone came out to say
I'm
that
pretty sure it's exactly the same
it probably
thing.
would be the same story.
He's just coming out to explain what happened at the time.
And at that time, she was really bringing out chats, but the chats were just one-sided because he was not saying anything.
Okay.
And she was just posting a lot of accusations. And this is someone who has a background knowledge in legal practice.
Maybe
Hold on, let me
before
finish.
it gets to this point, don't you think something would have been something would have gone wrong? Probably
Have they had intercourse? Yes. He's not denying that.
Okay.
But he's saying that there's so much, it's so fishy. There's so much fishiness in this whole entire process that he's not just going to just drop the bar like that. And he wanted to meet up with her. I remember when this issue came out online, he was saying, okay, you know what? Let me come over. Let me come and see you. Then she was like, no.
Just send the money.
She was like, send me. She wanted to come over to his place. It was like, chill. My parents are around. No. It's most likely the same story, but I'm just saying that there was one that was even out in the open before he even did this interview and was explaining this story and all that. So if he happens to be the same story, I think that he handled the situation very, very smartly and wisely, because I mean a lot of girls are out there for your blood, bro. I'm telling you.
That's something on it.
Multina, share happiness.
Views unpotted.
Alright guys, so moving on, when it comes to burial, a lot of people have different opinions, perspective on how you should bury a loved one's friend, family, relative, or whatever. But Reverend Father Godfrey Kopep, parish priest and famous college Rayfield Joss, has come out to say, you know what, as Christians, you shouldn't spend much money on burials. Rather, use the money to take care of the people still alive and all that. So a lot of comments on social media saying, okay, some people actually agree with him. Other people were of the opinion that someone who has actually made a mark while living, I mean, I don't think it's bad. I mean, for someone who has lived a life of legacy, someone who has actually made impact in society, I don't think it's wrong to throw a lavish burial for that person. What do you guys think about it? What do you guys think? Do you think it's okay? Do you agree?
I think, like you said, if you can afford the luxury of throwing a large party and it will not be detrimental to your financial capability, then go ahead and do it. By all means, why not?
So how do you relate it to not spending to those who are still living?
Yeah, for me, I feel like it's very important. You know, I believe in moderation generally. I mean, I understand a life well lived. You know, you want to celebrate, especially if it's somebody who lived long. You know, and was impactful. You know, but I believe even in celebrating and honoring them, you know, in their passing, I feel like there should be still some level of moderation to it. That's just my own take, because I believe that more focus should be put on, you know, taking good care of that person when they're alive. Because a lot of people, sometimes you see they have, you know, older folks that they are responsible for, and they're not really doing so much for them while they're alive, you know, as regarding healthcare, provision and everything. But the moment the person passes, then they bring out all the party outfits, the agbada is like long and everything. And I think that he's just making sense with this, because he even made a point, you know, this particular minister made a point. He said, it doesn't determine where they are going to, whether it's heaven or hell, like depending on if you believe in that or not, you know, so you can't influence that by how much you spend. You're just doing what you can to honor the person who has passed. So it's better to honor them while they're alive. Like that's the better form of honor you can give to someone.
Where I come from, burial is celebrated when the person has lived a very long life. When someone has lived like over 75 upward, like it's just okay. It's
celebration
okay
of life. I mean,
to celebrate the person's life, not because the person is dead. You're celebrating a life well spent. You understand me? So it's okay to you know, throw in a large party if that's what you can afford. But if you're going to be doing that on the detriment of what your account is saying, or maybe you've not shown so much love to the person while the person was alive,
I think that's what
and now the person is dead, you're now trying to it doesn't make any sense.
I mean, we also saw a video of Nkechi Blessing, social media influencer. I mean, she just laid her mom to rest.
Not too long. It was a memorial.
Actually. A memorial service. One year memorial service. I beg your pardon. And there was a video of her giving out dildos at souvenir.
Well, she didn't give it out like generally. But I feel like
it's for clout, right?
I feel that was just content.
Anyway, guys, we're going to go on a quick break. When we come back, more stories.
That's right.
I used to care for the world's opinion. I used to fear their rejection. I used to beg for validation. And I used to wait to be seen. But the fire that burned in me was hotter. And the passion that lived in me had a voice of its own. So I stopped waiting and started to act. I stopped fearing and started to live. And when they thought I'd fail, I stepped into my power.
Because my time is now.
Amstel Malta, be your best.
Multina, share happiness.
Views unpotted.
Social media has given a lot of people the privilege to just open their mouth and just recently, just over the weekend, a woman on Instagram was saying that women should not be surprised and should accept their fate that a man can
actually.
What did you say? Oh, she is an evangelist. I mean, we've not yet known what denomination or what church she belongs to.
I'm just going to say
she's just a social media acclaimed
when it comes to titles, people need to be very careful how they title themselves, because a lot is going on these days, and it's starting to, you know, sort of
irritating.
I don't know.
You just say that it's irritating actually. So she says that women should actually accept the fate and accept the reality that one woman cannot satisfy a man.
The day you know that one woman cannot satisfy a man, that is the beginning of your peace. mo ń sọ̀rọ̀ bí realist and I'm talking as a Christian because even bíbélì gan ò fààyè gbà wípé ká máa para wa. Bíbélì tí gbogbo wa dẹ̀ ń kà the same God the same Bible ni o òun ni ìgbà tí Dáfídì fẹ́ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ obìnrin nígbà tí Dáfídì gan pa Ùráyà Ọlọ́run sọ fún yín pé didn't I give you wives? Ọlọ́run ní òun fún ẹ ní àwọn ìyàwó. I personally Ọlọ́run personally I gave you wives. Ó sọ fún Dáfídì. Ó mì wípé Ọlọ́run ò ní problem pẹ̀lú Dáfídì nítorí pé ó ṣe kí ni ó fẹ́ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ obìnrin. Àwọn Sólómọ́nù wípé Ábúráhámù tó jẹ́ bàbá àgbàgbọ́ ṣé ìyàwó kan ló bímọ fún un ni. Kí lẹ́tà àwọn ẹ̀kọ́ òdì òun là ń kọ́ àwọn obìnrin. Ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìgbà ẹ sọ fóbìnrin wípé òun nìkan lọ́kọ yóò mọ̀ fẹ́. It is not possible, sir. In fact, research ìwé fi hàn wá wípé tí ọkùnrin bá ń jókòó ti obìnrin kan for so many years irú ọkùnrin yẹn okó rẹ̀ ò ní pẹ́ kú. Àwọn tí wọ́n bá ní ọ̀pọ̀ tí wọ́n ní multiple obìnrin tí wọ́n bá ní sexual relationship wọn kì í tètè ní erectile dysfunction because nature àwọn ọkùnrin ni wípé wọ́n like variety. Ibi tí variety bá wà, a research was conducted in US. A cock was made to mate with a chicken. After 5 rounds with chicken ẹyọkan, the cock was not able to go again. That same cock was put in the midst of plenty chicken and he was able to sleep with 15 because they taste different.
And she began to brush off references from the Bible, which she was not in particular mentioning scriptures. There was no major scriptural backing. She was just brushing off the surface, saying that even the Bible was saying that, a man, and I'm like, where are you getting your doctrines from? Do you understand me? Why would you say that one woman cannot satisfy a man? There are 1,000,001 billion evidences of people who have successful marriages, people who have celebrated 70 years of marriage
with one man
and one woman, and it did not crash. Would there be attraction and distraction?
At the end of the day, social media, believe whatever it is you want to believe. Whether you want the good, the bad, the ugly, they'll all be on social media.
Take your cue, choose your model right.
Honestly. So I'm just gonna say this: it's possible. Let me answer her. And, it is possible.
And tell her that your own it will happen like that.
Yes, thank you. I need to say that.
Most definitely.
Yes, I will satisfy one man.
One man.
My man.
Your
and you'll be satisfied by me.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
Right,
when it is time to, one woman will satisfy me and I will, don't worry, me and you sure die.
Oh my God. Okay guys, we can continue the conversation on Instagram. Follow us at Fuse_local. Follow us on YouTube as well as Fuse1. Follow me on all social media platforms at _Madichi.
You'll find me on Instagram at Gabby.Gabby. Do well to follow, guys.
Guys, my name is AB Akins. Follow me on all social media platforms, AB_AKYNZ. Listen, all right, love yourself, all right, and do what would make you happy. From all of us here in the studio,
stay fused.
It's crazy.
Upfront and personal, world-class business, world-class consultants.